Welcome to the Tech Rome podcast number 2, united by innovation, strengthened by consistency. I'm your host, Arslan Hajdarevic, and today we have a very special guest, Yaya Ali. Joining me as a co-host are my colleagues, Denis Berilo and David Rogosky. Yaya, welcome. It's a pleasure to have you on the podcast.
Yes, thanks so much for having me today, guys. Very excited for our conversation and to meet your audience too. Thank you.
Thank you, Yaya.
Great, yeah, it's a real pleasure to have you on with us. Would love to start and hear a little bit more about you, and I'm curious about your backstory on what inspired you to kind of start DrunR.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Dave. I'm Yaya, the DrunR founder, and I'm originally from Egypt. I moved to Seattle, Washington, back in year 2009 with only 2 goals. The first one was to finish a business certificate so I can learn and try to bridge put the East and the West way of making business and bridge them together. And the second goal was to attend a basketball game. For me, growing up watching the game behind the screen was not enough. So I said one of my to-go checklist was I need to attend a basketball game. And since then, I'm still here in Seattle. I worked on many projects and assignments with one goal. I was always looking for ideas or ways how to bridge technology and business and create this powerful tool so we can continuously deliver a useful software to our users. But the idea behind the DrunR, so it came from my own experience. As you know, according to the FDA agency here in the United States, 70% of adults in the United States are overweight or obese, and this is largely due to our poor diet. So I was one of them myself, and I also witnessed others struggling to secure an access to a reliable nutritional information and professional advice, which unfortunately led most of them to fail or give up and causing a $50 million problem in our annual healthcare expense. So this struggle inspired me to create DrunR, a solution that connects users with experts and empowers them to make a healthier food decision effortlessly.
Sorry to jump in, but that's a crazy number. So that's a crazy fact there, and that fact, opens up also a big market.
It is a real number coming out of the United States Health Agency. So the amount of money that both users and healthcare system are spending to cure or to fix the overweight problem is up to $50 billion a year. Yes.
Wow, amazing.
That's awesome. So you touched on this a little bit, Yaya, already, but I would love to hear you maybe expand a little bit more about your business background, some of your prior experiences that influenced your path in starting DrunR.
Yeah, absolutely. So my background includes product management, quality assurance, and software engineering, where I shaped my skills in understanding customer needs, managing development process, and delivering impactful solutions. And prior to DrunR, I did run a ghost kitchen where I used to cook food in home and list them on one of the online platforms for customer to order. I also did spend over 6 months working as a delivery driver for multiple of the delivery apps out there and a local pizza shop here.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Yaya, but that story is kind of unique. That delivery story. Can you please expand on why you have started that whole delivery story and if you can just give us more insights on that? We've been talking offline and we had some conversations in terms of that story. I think it's phenomenal, how you have turned your passion and to what degree you actually have went to test out the market and to see if your idea is working.
Yes, absolutely. So, in my previous answer, what sparked the DrunR idea or concept in my mind was my struggle and other struggles. So then I started doing further research about what is the source we're getting for food from, where people goes to. And as you know, there is a stat coming from the FDA saying that 60% of American consumers order a pickup or a delivery food once a week. So it was very clear for me that, the online ordering or the pickup or the delivery is, the main source for what our dining or our dining choices for most of the Americans. So that's why I said, okay, I need to learn more about them. I need to learn about the system, looking for the gaps, what is right, what is wrong. And also this delivery drive-in or hosting a ghost kitchen in my home, which is, I do not recommend it for anybody. I was looking for that insight. I need to understand the business or the concept from A to Z. So when I'm building something, I'm 100% sure that I'm delivering something that is working and meet the needs from myself as a customer or for other partners, which was like a restaurants or the health advisors.
And yeah, like these were the beginnings of like how you started DrunR. Like what challenges did you face like when you just started working on the product, and what was that perspective?
Yeah, good question. So, all right. So, deep breath. Starting DrunR has been an exciting journey filled with both challenges and rewarding milestones. So initially, we faced the common startup hurdles, building a strong team, securing initial funding, and validating our market fit. So, and one significant challenge was ensuring that our platform is indeed meeting the diverse needs of our users, health advisors, and restaurants. And to de-risk this process, we conducted extensive user interviews. We did run multiple mini pilot tests, and iteratively, we kept improving our MVP based on the feedback we're receiving back from users and partners. And as a result, or as a reward for all these challenges, today, DrunR is making a solid progress. We are live. Our app is live on both iOS and Android app stores. And our partnership with Seattle local restaurants and health professionals is expanding, and our user base is growing, is steadily growing.
Yeah, and what are the key points that sets DrunR apart? Can you tell that to our audience?
Yeah. So another great question. So while many so I'm going to start with a fact. Okay, so while many products in the market excel in their niches, they are doing great. But we stand out as the truly health-focused online food ordering platform. And what makes us unique, our comprehensive vision of integrating nutritional insight, professional health advice, and a seamless food delivery, food ordering tool, all into a single app. Competitors might have a strong research and development or R&D budgets and can easily enter new markets, but we offer a unique combination of convenience and health consciousness, and that is unmatched. And we are not just another option. So our goal is to be the best solution in promoting healthier dining habits for our users.
Yeah, so we've mentioned the element of the product side, and you said that you also have onboarded, a certain amount of advisors and restaurants in the Seattle area. So can you explain us more the business model, and how do the advisors benefit from DrunR, and how do also the restaurants benefit from DrunR? So what kind of values is DrunR putting on the table for the advisors and also for the restaurants? So obviously we can see that DrunR is helping end users, that they stay healthy, that they can expand their longevity, But in terms of the business side, can you explain us more about that element, and about how do you help businesses, and how do you also help health advisors or personal trainers or nutrition coaches?
Yeah, absolutely. So for our health advisor part, for a long time, again, like there is a lot of products out there, but there is no one single built-in platform that can help them provide a real-time feedback and support their clients. With DrunR at the fingertip of the user or your customers, health advisors can connect with them and advise them at the moment of submitting the order. So they can help them making sure that what they are ordering from the menu or what dinner they have for tonight is following the goal or like for the benefit for their health. Right now, if you look the outside there, so you can set up yourself with the health advisors, but what they can mean, they can advise you after the fact. Unique about DrunR, they're gonna advise you before fact, on the time of the action, and also we're gonna continue support you after the fact. So we are inclusive, like we are there from A to Z all the time to help our users. This kind of platform does not exist in the market right now for both the health advisors and their clients. And for restaurants, our dear restaurants, for a very long time, their benefits, or how can we help them meet or understand the market, how the market is evolving around them. For a long time, restaurants, top one mission was to cook the food, deliver it to the customers, and collect the money back. But with DrunR, we're adding the health-focused aspect to their day-to-day operation and process. With the data, when the data clearly understand our user needs, we're going to help the restaurants to develop a new menu items or even improve what they have, so they can meet the ongoing trend of focusing on a more healthier dining experience for the regular people out there.
So basically, if I may repeat what you're saying, on one end we have the health advisors, and on the other hand we have the restaurants. So the restaurants are getting more business and more orders, meaning more sales and more money they're making through delivering and shipping healthier food. And also on the other side, health advisors can get a bigger audience. They also can get more clients by advising the same people who will be reaching out to them.
Okay, yeah. So we are not trying to interrupt the way the health advisors of the restaurant they conduct their business. They still need to expand their sales. We're going to help them in that. But another unique to this is like we are helping them to be a better serve to their clients. Health advisors, again, they can be there before, at the point of the action, and after that. For restaurants, we are trying to help them, improve the idea of like food is not a bad thing. Food can be a cure. Yeah. So not everything they're trying to sell is unhealthy or has no benefits. No, there is always a benefit in the food that you're ordering. And also as well, we're going to try them to help them to expand or increase their sales.
Hey, that's a very good thing you've mentioned, making the food better. I was a few days on a dinner with my wife at a place we love to eat. And there is a cook. When he is there, he makes the food perfect. When they change the cook, when there's a different cook, the food doesn't taste the same as it used to be. So I was commenting with her, imagine if they just had SOPs, and if they had a standard where they just say, use X amount of this, Y amount of that, and at every given time they could, make the same food. And the reason why I'm saying this is the caloric values and the micronutrients and all of those elements which make you healthier or unhealthier can be tracked through that. So let's say that we implement something through that within DrunR, where also restaurants, maybe some restaurants have that, but where also restaurants can put a label where they can say, here is the range of how many proteins you have here. Here is the range of how many carbohydrates you have there. That could also force some of the restaurants who don't have the SOPs and the standards on how to make the food, exactly the same each time, to have it, which also brings in that value element, within DrunR. So I've started using DrunR a few weeks ago, combined with nutrition tracker we have within the Spartan apps. and I was able to lose, I think it was 5 or 6 kilograms, which is a lot. So that's also a good testimonial to have right now on the meeting. But it's all about the standards. It's all about what you track and how you consume it.
Exactly, Arslan. Yeah. So food was never a problem. It's just our habits and what we are feeding our body day by day and at a long term. So this is what DrunR is exactly trying to do. It's going to help you as a user, restaurants, or even health advisor, how they advise to set up a boundaries around like your feeding. So we're not gonna ask you to stop eating rice or stop in a regular diet. No, we're gonna help you put the measurement. So if you go that direction, if you keep your intake at this level from different protein or carb or a fat, so your long-term perspective, you're going to be improving your health over the time by this percentage. So this is how we're trying. So we're guidelines, we advise, we're holding your hand through the journey, so we can help you be better, the better version of yourself. Not to trying to set red line and say do not eat this or do that and keep feeding this idea or this stereotype is food is the problem. It's not food the problem. It's just we do not have an access to a reliable information that empower users to make better decisions for their dining choices.
Well said, well said. Can you please share with us how many health advisors do you have on the platform and how do your partnerships look like with the restaurant community?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're starting here locally in Seattle. This is my hometown and this is where I am right now. So we're trying to this local environment and foundation for DrunR. And, again, use it for a real life test playground or field for our MVP. So right now, speaking about the restaurants, we are partner with 4 restaurants, 4 local restaurants right now, and more to come. Every single day, I am onboarding more restaurants to the app, and they are working with us. So they are committed. The 4 restaurants are one of the top restaurants, for creating volume or user visits here in Seattle. And they have been in business since, I think, for 40 years now in Seattle. So they have multiple locations in Seattle here, and also they're expanding more in different states. For health advisors, we have 3 health advisors. Again, 2 of them are local to Seattle. One of them is my neighbor here in the next door gym. Yes. And we have Amber, which is joining us from California. And it was quite important for us, for health advisors, if we have 2 type of advisors on the platform. Local, where our users can meet and join or have coffee with, and a virtual, which is, Amber is helping us from California, because not all of our users will be able, or their membership of the gyms that Evo is working here in Seattle, but they have the other options. So Amber can help them. She will run our test around how virtual health advising is injecting with the DrunR concept.
Hey, that's a very good thing about talking of the product market fit side, and also that Amber and the other health advisors will be helping us out. But a quick question from the investor side. So why would someone invest in DrunR, and how have you de-risked the whole startup at this stage?
So securing the initial funding is indeed a vital thing for us. And, we have already taken significant steps to de-risk DrunR for future investment. We have personally invested approximately $50K into the development and testing phases up to now, which demonstrates our commitment and also reduces any initial financial risk for future investors. Currently, our plan is to focus our fundraising efforts primarily on marketing, so we can scale the product effectively. As you know, the health and fitness market is vast. It is big and it's growing, and we are starting right here again in my hometown in Seattle, with the vision to expand across the United States. And this strategic approach ensures that we are building a strong local foundation before we scale in DrunR up. And one more thing to add, we are confident by proving our model here in Seattle, we can attract more users and partners, and thereby again, mitigating the risk for our future investors. The demand for the online food ordering has like a 10% annual growth, and there is an expectation that this segment of market will reach $45 billion by 2028.
Love the vision and the strategy. I would like to talk a little bit about the product and how it's like currently functioning. Like obviously there are many benefits like for the end user. Like I can see that somebody can use the app as without the health advisors just checking in the restaurant like their menus, what the calorie and macronutrients are. But can you tell us like what we have developed like so far, how the flow is functioning right now, how the users should interact with the app, like what we have right now from the product development side?
Yeah, so over the last year or so, there was a significant developments happened in DrunR. So we have created a seamless user-friendly experience for both our users and partners, health advisors and restaurants. And we have designed an app that address a major gap in the online food ordering market right now. So we're integrating the nutritional information into the online ordering process. So user can now, using DrunR, can make an informed dining choice or dining decision meals online, and at the same time can get a help or an advice from a health advisors. And this will, again, improve their long-term health habits and, how and improve it. So there was different milestones within this development process. So first thing, we always make sure that, our user experience is friendly interface. So we are with all the components, all the features created with this goal in mind. We need an intuitive interface that makes it easy for our users to navigate something like menus, how we display the nutrition facts for each meal. And also it will be easy for them and no effort to connect with the health advisors and share them what they think about it. An example of what development milestones we have for our partners, for the health advisors. So our platform for health advisors, we are enabling them to give a real-time feedback and support their clients. And partnership with local restaurants, again, we're trying to help them improve their menu, what they offer right now, and also we are going to give them the information of the data they need so they can better prepare their business for the future trends when it comes to the health consciousness and the health trends for their customers.
That's like great progress, like in that amount of time, and like now we are starting to getting like customers. And what is the strategy? What strategy and marketing do you have to acquire new customers?
Yeah, sure. So our customer acquisition is there was a goal, working with you guys. We will sit down and say, okay, so what we want to do, what we need, what we want, how can we get there? And we came up with this. So we need a diverse customer acquisition strategy for DrunR. Our goal is to target different channels to maximize our reach and our impact. Examples, so we are leveraging our partnership program with local gyms and fitness centers here in Seattle. And so this will help us introduce DrunR to an individuals who already invested in their health and wellness. So they are gym goers, they are sharply focused on their health. So introducing DrunR through this partnership will be a win-win case for both of us. We are also integrating, health advisors continuously into our app. So we're not staying with the only 3 advisors we have right now. We're consistently reaching out and trying to add more health advisors to the app. Also, we are investing in a paid advertising across different social media platforms and search engines. These targeted ads will highlight the unique benefits for DrunR and also will help us build awareness and eventually increase our app downloads number from the app stores.
Exactly, and also figuring out the cost of acquiring a customer and all of those other elements. Hey, a quick question from our partnership side. So we've developed the program, from idea to proven hypothesis, and we are trying to make ourselves available to founders, and that we also shift our experience, which we have, towards founders, and that we help them, go from point A to point traction. So how has that leveraged to you? Like, how have we been able to help you through those different paths and different steps within building a venture or a startup?
Okay, so take 387, team and family now. So you guys has been instrumental in supporting DrunR from the idea stage through to the traction phase. And one fact here, so recognizing that, co-founder conflicts are a significant, if not the number one risk for startups. From day one, both of us, we have ensured sharing a strong vision, which is we aim to build a useful and create products that help users become their best selves. This unified goal has strengthened our partnership and collaboration through the whole journey. And to answer your question, in a short sentence, with the help, the expertise that and help from the Tech 387 team, I've been able to share the workload with you efficiently. I get a help to cover, the many aspects a founder need to manage for each deliverable and milestones. And this helped me ensure that there is no blind spots are overlooked. The support has critical for DrunR and help us evolve from being just a concept all the way to the traction phase we're in right now.
Love it. I love that. Yeah. It's great to hear that we're helping you provide that framework, but ultimately it comes down to the founder. You've been great to work with, and you're putting in a lot of effort and hard work. And so I'm just really excited to hear how well it's paying off. You seem to be getting some traction. Clearly you have a long way to go. Just from our perspective, we talked to a lot of entrepreneurs, and they all come from different paths. They have lots of different ideas, different strengths, weaknesses, etc. But there usually is one common theme with all of them, is that they all are pursuing financial independence. And I realize you're just in the process of getting traction, and everything's still early right now for you. But I'm just curious, in what way has DrunR impacted your own financial outlook over the next 3 to 5 years?
Yeah, sure. So, founding DrunR has certainly been in a significant journey of terms of the financial independence. And as you point, at this early stage, the primary focus for us right now has been on bootstrapping and securing the initial investment, so we can get the app off the ground. And to do that, we have invested around $50K into the development, marketing, and partnership phases, which has helped us to build a solid foundation for a future scale phases. And in terms of the financial outlook, so the initial phase has required the careful financial management and clear strategy for growth. So the goal was to ensure that every dollar we're spending bring us closer to creating this viable product that meets the market needs. And despite the many challenges that we went through, I think this period has also been an invaluable learning experience. It teaches me myself how to allocate resources effectively and prioritize spending. My family doesn't like that because I start bringing this habit to my home spending. But again, it was a good experience, and learned to be a better dad at home or a family, like, leading a home and from my business. And looking to the future, looking ahead in the 5 years, we expect DrunR to achieve significant financial milestones. Our revenue model, which by the way includes commission fees from restaurants orders and subscription fees from the health advisors, is designed to scale up with the user growth. So as we expand our user base and partnership network, we anticipate reaching our first $1 million US dollar in annual revenue within the upcoming couple of years. As you know, the health and wellness market is growing rapidly, and which is, provide us at DrunR a great opportunity to capture a substantial share of this market.
I love it. One of the things that I've noticed is that it's a little more real now. Like in the beginning when we were working together, it was just an idea. And now, like you've got the app out there. You've got, you're in test markets. You've got some health advisors. Like it's becoming more of a reality, which is really exciting. And I think that's I can see like the energy that you have and the positivity that's given you. But speaking of like bootstrapping, and you mentioned like how critical the expenses are. I'm just curious, off the top of your head, are there any particular financial decisions that you've had to make so far that you feel have been really critical?
Yeah, that's true. So one of the most critical, financial advice decision we made early on is to bootstrap DrunR. This involved like, self-funding, cutting from our, own budgets or bank saving to for the benefit of building or delivering the initial development and the operational cost. But at the other side of the coin, the benefit of doing this or making that decision, it allowed us to maintain control over the company's direction and ensure that our vision for DrunR is fully realized. Another significant decision was to focus on our efforts or our finance on building an MVP that could be launched quickly and tested in the real market. By doing this, we were able to gather invaluable user feedback without spending like a substantial amount of money building the perfect version of DrunR upfront. And this lean approach helped us identify what are the key features that resonate most with our users, and also allowed us the rapid delivery of update for DrunR allowed us to refine our product, making sure that we're going in the right direction before planning for any larger rollout in the future.
So now that we are getting like traction and having our first users, as you mentioned, like we are gathering user feedback, and what are some like short-term goals for DrunR, like in the next 3 to 6 months? What are we looking at?
Yeah, so we have the app right now live in both iOS and Android app stores. So our immediate goal for DrunR are centered around user acquisition, product refinement, and market validation. So these are the 3 top goals we have or we're focusing on for DrunR for the upcoming 3 to 6 months. User acquisition, product refinement, and market validation. So we are focusing on, on onboarding a substantial number of early users and health advisors, specifically in the Seattle area, to test and validate our MVP. And we're also have a target of a key milestone of achieving 1,000 active users by the end of this period. In addition, we are looking to establish like a strong social media presence and run our target marketing campaigns, just to start raising up the awareness about DrunR and create a buzz in the market and attract a loyal user base. Last thing I'm going to add for the 3-6 months, because we talked. We have a mutual agreement about like how important is your financial perspective. So we project to generate initial revenue through our subscription fees from health advisors and the commission model with our restaurant. So by the end of the 6 months, we are confident that DrunR will be start generating revenue and income that will help us build a solid foundation for any future or further growth and investment.
So the next milestone is basically to conquer Seattle, and after that, like we will go further. So for the next 3 to 6 years, what is our vision there?
Okay. So long term, so this is our goal. This is our ultimate goal for DrunR. Our vision is for DrunR to become the leading platform for health-conscious dining and nutrition guidelines globally. So this is our long term. And to reach this, we have a key strategic goals or achievements that we execute for each stage. We're taking toward this long term. First one would be always product evaluation. So we're always focusing on number one goal that we try to achieve every single morning we wake up is how to build the best version of DrunR. How we continuously add more features and tools that can help our users make a better decisions or be much better in their dining. So we're thinking about adding, for example, we're about to start adding AI tools, AI to help you build the nutrition recommendations, how a chatbot so you can reach out, you still continue to have a support even if your health advisors are offline or busy with other customers. Another aspect is the geographical expansion. As we mentioned, we're starting from here, Seattle, our local, to build the base and the model that we can use to scale up. Next step is to move to a major cities across the United States, and eventually we will start entering and introducing DrunR for the international and the global market. We are also, every single day, we wake up and start brainstorming and have working session about how we can maximize and add more value provided or offered to our customers. So we are always trying to empower our users with the features that can help them make much better health and dining choices. And so ultimate goal, we're trying to create this world for everyone.
Yeah, and because we are working together with the health advisors, with our users closely, we will definitely make that.
Love it, yeah. We're really excited to work with you, and we see the progress, we see the traction, and so we're looking forward to this journey with you. As we wrap up, I'd love to ask you at least one more question, though. So for all of our listeners out there, what advice would you give to founders in the idea stage, or maybe just starting out in an early stage of their startup experience?
So I'll admit this. I was a victim of this. So when I started DrunR myself, waking up 3 a.m, I was trying to find, what is the ultimate advice? What can help me? What's my roadmap I need to follow? What I need to execute? And all right, so I'm gonna try to be very straightforward and clear as much as I can to my fellow founders out there. My first piece of advice is start now. So there is no perfect time to begin your journey. It is always now. Waiting for the right time or the right moment often leads to you're going to be missing your opportunity, or you'll be a victim of stagnation. So you're going to be standing there not moving anywhere. And to add a few key points to consider that I did consider through DrunR and I continuously do is always validate your idea. Engage with your customers as early as you can. Get their feedback. Feel their pain points. Make sure and validate that the solution you're building is a real need. Another one is, build a strong network. Surround yourself with mentor, advisors, like-minded individuals. Their experience and guidelines can be invaluable, and it's going to save you a lot of mistakes and risky decisions that you can make especially early on in your process. And focus on your MVP. Do not try to deliver or to build the perfect version of your app from the first try. Sit down and be honest with yourself. My first 10 version of the app will be miserable and shame to look at or to claim. That's totally fine. The focus is how to build an MVP that solves the core problem of your business. Then once you capture that, you can build on. Mentally, which is very important thing for yourself, is like stay resilient. Our journey, or the entrepreneur journey, is filled with high and lows. And the only thing that can help you during this journey is to stay resilient, and resilience and adaptability. These are the only two key factors that are going to help you navigate these challenges. And we talked a lot about finance, and this is indeed a very important thing. Keep your eye on your finance. Manage your resources wisely. If you can bootstrap, like we did for DrunR in the early stage, this can help you a lot to maintain the control of your vision. And also, you're going to help, save your ownership for future investors. So yeah, start now. And as long as you have the passion and the solid idea, I think it's time to dive in.
This will move a few souls, I'm telling you. So the energy which I love about Yaya is unbelievable. He's always able to put that energy up front, and it's so wonderful to work with you. So love the last sentence which you've mentioned about not overbuilding the MVP. So we had a few challenges. There, like as we were like at those stages, but it's crucial not to copy the big names. It's crucial not to be the Instagram and the Facebooks and the Twitters of the market. And obviously they have big budgets and they can afford to do all of those things which they're doing, and to have many development resources, business resources, design resources, and everyone just tackling the same problem. So having a focused vision and being able to deliver on that is the right way. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us today. It has been a pleasure to have you on the TechRoam podcast. For our listeners, where can they find DrunR? Where can they learn more about it, and where can they download it?
Yes, thank you for having me with you today, and again to meet your audience. To stay updated on DrunR and follow our journey, please visit us at www.drunr.com, drunr.com. And we also share regular updates and engaging content on our social media platforms. You can find us on Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, Facebook, and many more to come. And we're excited to connect with you and share more about how DrunR is reforming or transferring the way we approach food and nutrition. And please keep healthy, keep smiling, and remember, good nutrition is just a tap away. It's DrunR. Thank you.
Awesome. Love it. Yeah. We thank you. I second what Arslan said. We really appreciate you, and we look forward to your continued success. And to our audience, just stay tuned for more inspiring stories from different founders and investors with the TechRoam podcast. So until next time, keep innovating.
Thank you.